Do you love movies but don't have enough time to watch? This is Mr. Movie to the rescue. Today I'm bringing over to you a movie entitled Predestination. Relax and enjoy. A time-traveling agent is trying to disarm a bomb. He is confronted by a person who tries to stop him. A gunfire duel takes place between them. During this, the time-traveling agent manages to reach the bomb again to disarm it. The bomb explodes and burns his face. Someone approaches and helps him to grasp his time-traveling device. This transports him to a hospital in the future. While the agent is recovering from facial reconstruction, he suffers from symptoms of psychosis. It is revealed that he has been trying to prevent the attack of the so-called Fizzle bomber in New York, in 1975. After his recovery, he receives his last assignment. The agent moves to 1970s New York. As a bartender, he starts a conversation with one of the customers. The customer, named John, writes true confession articles under the pen name, The Unmarried Mother. John tells his own life story to the agent, who is now the bartender. John reveals that she was born a female. She grew up in an orphanage and was named Jane. She excelled in her studies but had difficulty fitting in. Jane believes that if she would have children in the future, they should be raised in a proper family, so she avoided relationships. As an adult, she applied for a program called Space Corp. Space Corp promised women the chance to go to space, while providing astronauts with intimate companionship. But Jane was later undisqualified because of a medical condition which had never before been revealed to her. This medical condition greatly interested a man named Robertson. In 1963, Jane bumped into a man. The man said he was waiting for someone. The two eventually fell in love with each other. One day, however, the man just disappeared and Jane didn't see him again. In time, Robertson approached Jane. He reveals that Space Corp was really a part of the temporal agency. This agency now wanted to recruit her. They broke off contact later, when it was discovered that Jane was pregnant with her ex-lover's baby. While performing a cesarean section, doctors discovered Jane was intersex. She was found to have internalized male sex organs, as well as female sex organs. Complications during the birth forced them to remove her female sex organs. She was forced to undergo a gender reassignment surgery. She then began living as a man. Furthermore, Jane revealed that after she gave birth, her baby was stolen by a mysterious man. Ever since then, Jane, who now goes by name John, has been living a bitter life. He started working as a writer, writing fiction stories with his pen name, The Unmarried Mother. The agent offers John the ability to time travel back in time when Jane met the man, who would later become her lover, but who eventually left her. The agent made this offer to John, so he can take revenge, and kill the man for ruining his previous life, as the lady named Jane. In return, John will take over the agent's job for whatever duration he wishes. The agent reveals his time travel device, and the two suddenly jump to that day in 1963. John intends to kill his past lover, prior to the moment when the lover first meets Jane. While waiting, John encounters Jane. As they begin talking, John realizes that he is the man, who later becomes Jane's lover. John and Jane falls in love with their own selves. They made love, and a self-fertilized baby was eventually born. This baby was the one stolen by the agent. He used the time machine to take the baby to the orphanage, 18 years earlier in 1945. Therefore, Jane, John, and their baby are the same person, revealing a predestination paradox. The agent returns to 1963, a few months after he dropped off John. He convinces John that he must leave Jane behind. He then uses the machine to take them both to the temporal agency. John now takes over the agent's job. The agent retires in 1975 New York, close to the day of the Fizzle bomber's attack. Upon entering this time period, the agent discovers that the time travel device does not decommission itself as planned, and can still be used. Following orders, he goes to a laundromat at the moment the Fizzle bomber will be there. To the agent's surprise, the Fizzle bomber turns out to be the agent's own future self. He is now suffering from psychosis as a result of excessive time travel. The Fizzle Bomber insists that his actions have saved, and will save more lives than the lives lost. He said it's because he bombed places before potential mass murderers could use them. He said that they ultimately led to the reinforcement of the temporal agency. He tries to convince the agent that the only way to end the cycle is for the agent to spare his life. The agent denies he will ever become the Fizzle Bomber, and kills his future self. The film finally reveals that in 1975, John is the man who traveled to New York, and was burned while disarming a bomb. His subsequent facial reconstruction significantly changes his appearance. It is now clear that Jane, John, the agent, and the Fizzle Bomber are all the same person. This agent's creation was ultimately orchestrated by Robertson, to create an agent who has no ties to time. This temporal agent was responsible for both his own conception, and even for his own death. Truly, he has driven the predestination paradox to its limit. The end. This is Mr. Movie. Thanks for watching and see you next time.